Hi and welcome back to our channel. We've been away for a while, but there's been a lot of planning going on in the background.
Oh yes, we've been busy bees, and as we promised, we were going to do a bit of a trip announcement video. So
Here it is.
we are. Here we are. And tell everyone what our amazing plans are going to be for this summer as we return to the happiest place on earth. Are you excited?
I'm not crying.
You're not crying. We are finally going to be using our DVC. The first time, we're going home and we are excited. It's going to be the best time ever. Please stop crying.
So yes, we're going home. Yay! Okay, so we are getting into double digits. That's how close it is that we're going. So we initially looked at going in October for 3 weeks, but with Matilda starting secondary school, it's just not an option because we would have to take her out of school for 2 weeks, and I just don't think that's viable.
No, it's not viable. We don't want to do that with secondary school, and we're more likely to be fined, so we're not going to chance it. So
we are going at the craziest, hotter than the sun time of year, and we're going in August.
Summer holidays, baby.
I don't know whether we're crazy.
Well, of course we're crazy, but with Disney people, it's crazy's part and parcel. But I think that when you consider what we'd have to potentially risk in October, August is better for us.
Yeah.
Summer holidays are way better.
And we did get a really good deal when you consider, because we've got the DVC, going in August is really expensive. It's expensive for anyone to go anywhere in the world in August, but having that DVC has given us the opportunity to do 4 weeks.
4 whole weeks. So there's method to the madness, right? Just bear with us. Last summer in this country was a nightmare. Local holidays were expensive, everything was expensive, food, travel, petrol, and the worst of all the worst was aircon. This country was so hot, we had a massive heat wave and nowhere has any aircon. So we just thought, you know what, we could either have a really, really expensive and hot summer here, or we can have an expensive and hot summer there.
No brainer.
So I think we're smart.
I think we're smart. I reckon people are disagreeing, but we think we're smart.
So we decided to have a lovely 4 weeks in the lovely land of Florida. So this is what we're doing. You ready? Brace yourself. We are flying near the start of August from London Gatwick. We are flying British Airways all the way to Orlando, where we are travelling to MCO, so Orlando International, at the new terminal. So that's going to be interesting. From there, we'll be going to Universal's Surfside.
Endless summer,
sorry, I should say. Endless Summer Surfside, and we are staying there for just over a week. I think it's like 8 days in total, I think we're there for. Which is going to be interesting. We've never stayed at Universal before, but considering the price of staying there, we thought actually it's a really good opportunity just to see what it's like and test out the transport and seeing what it's all like there. So we're staying there for a week. Then, once that's finished, we are going to our home resort, which is Disney's Saratoga Springs, and we'll be there for a week. After that, we'll be going to Disney's Boardwalk for a week. And then our remaining time is going to be spent at Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge at Kidani Village.
That's going to be interesting.
That is going to be interesting, but let me just add something in there. Boardwalk for the second week of our Disney stay isn't confirmed yet. We're currently waiting on the wait list with DVC for that. It's not yet confirmed. It might be 2 weeks in Saratoga Springs if we can't get the reservation, but if we're lucky, we'll get Boardwalk. So it'll be 1 Universal hotel and 3 different DVC resorts, fingers crossed, which just sounds
insane.
Awesome.
Insane is what it sounds like. If someone had said that years ago, I'd have been like, that's never going to happen. We could never afford to do that. But with a DVC, we've got the opportunity, so that's why we've waitlisted Boardwalk, to see if we get it.
Yeah, I think we both really wanted to stay at Boardwalk and see what it's like, haven't we?
And we waitlisted Animal Kingdom and we got that. So it's just a case of, it's a waiting game now to see whether we get Boardwalk. But
yeah,
either way,
if we don't get it, we've guaranteed our stay at Saratoga anyway. So, you know, job's a good one. I think I'm most excited to see. Oh, actually, I don't know. I really want to go to our home resort and spend time at Saratoga, but Animal Kingdom Lodge for me is just...
Jake's idea was Animal Kingdom. It wasn't mine because I get bitten to death whilst I'm in Florida, and I just think having that savannah there is just going to add more bites. But we will see.
Bear in mind, we've got a standard view room, not a savannah view. It's a standard view with our points. That's the best we could get with our remaining points. But
Kidani Village.
Kidani Village, baby. I'm so excited.
Yeah, I've done a lot of research and YouTube videos on the whole resort, and I think the kids are going to love it. They're really going to love it there. They love animals. So Matilda's obsessed with giraffes, and so is Blake, and so are you.
I'm very obsessed.
So I think that it's going to be lovely. I'm really excited for Saratoga Springs. I just think that resort looks really nice, really big.
Yeah, because it's all been refurbed too.
Yeah, so it'll be...
It's going to be lovely.
It's going to be lovely going to all these different resorts and taking you all along with us, because we'll be giving you our first-hand account of how we feel about it.
Definitely.
Which will be really, really good.
Yeah,
we've booked our Universal Endless Summer Stay with Booking.com because we get 6 points per pound on our Virgin Air Miles card. So that was a no-brainer as well. So
we used it's a website called Shops Away. And if you've got your Virgin account, you basically link it to that, and certain websites and shopping places will give you so many extra points to the pound. And Booking.com were doing 6 points to the pound. So we booked it and got a ton of air miles, which is great.
Yeah, and if you're wondering why we're flying with BA this time, we haven't got enough points to fly with Virgin right now. We have accumulated a lot of points.
We've accumulated a lot. So I think by the next time we go, we'll be able to get some free flights.
So in 6 months we've accumulated 53,000 points.
We're just biding our time.
So we are...
So do you think next time we go to Florida, we'll have already paid our accommodation, so we won't be paying for that because our DVC pays for it, and won't be paying for flights either. So
apart from the taxes. But thanks to the lodge guys, we now know all about that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so that is our accommodation and our flight sorted. Our tickets. This was a bit of a sore point for me because you can't get a 21-day pass anymore.
Yeah, we really missed
for
that
Disney World.
pass.
And for me, I love being in Disney.
So yeah, we wanted to just kind of have no limits to what we could do, but it is what it is. We've got ourselves a 14-day pass.
And it's a magic pass, so you can use it over 18 days.
Yes.
And the water parks don't come into it, so you can use the water parks as much as you like over those 18 days, and that doesn't accumulate to your actual park days, which is really good.
Yeah. So I think we're in Disney for a total of, I think it is 21 days, isn't it? So it just means there's 3 days that we can't go to a Disney park, which is fine, because then you can just relax, chill by the pool, go shopping. You know how it is.
Yeah. So we've got our 14-day Universal pass that we'll use whilst we're at Endless Summer, and then we can hop in and out of Universal up to the 14 days. So there's a bit of movement there, isn't there? Yeah,
I think that because we're staying at Universal, we're not activating our Disney tickets then. We're going to squeeze in as much Universal as we can, and then for the final 3 weeks squeeze in as much Disney. Because we've got, as you said, the 14-day Universal what's it, a park hopper? What it's called.
It's a 3-park.
Yeah, so that gets us Universal, Islands of Adventure and Volcano Bay. And we've also got the SeaWorld and Aquatica ticket. That's a 2-day ticket, which includes dining as well, doesn't it? It includes food. So that first week's going to be Universal, SeaWorld and Aquatica, and we're going to go crazy.
And it's going to be busy. That first week is going to be busy because the kids aren't back at school.
The American kids aren't back at school.
Until the 13th of August, I think it is. Orange County goes back, 13th of August. So it's going to be an interesting week, but you're coming along for the ride, so you'll see all the emotions. So yeah, that's that. So we've got Aquatica and SeaWorld that we're doing on this dining package.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing how that all works as well, because apparently you can eat food, it sort of resets every 40 minutes.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Which
So you
is
can
like,
eat as much as you want, basically,
yeah,
all day after reset. So we can literally get our money's worth.
we've not hired a car. That's another thing we haven't done. We've chosen not to do that, only because we're staying on site at Endless Summer with Universal and then Disney, and free transportation is everywhere.
Yeah.
And if we want to go to Walmart or places like that, we can jump in an Uber. We are literally on iDrive that first week as well. So we are going to do a lot of eating out. We definitely want to do IHOP because the kids love pancakes. We're going to try the Olive Garden. We're going to try Miller's. All these different places that people have said that we should. So we're definitely going to look at doing that. Car hire was extremely expensive. We were looking at $2,100 for the 4 weeks we were there, and it was a basic car. And we looked at a lot of different deals, and it doesn't work for us because we won't be using the car enough to justify that amount.
We roughed out, didn't we, how much it would cost us to Lyft or Uber to these different places, and it was no comparison.
No, it was $500.
It was so cheap
for 4 weeks, and that was like extra, like just adding in extra days to go places. But going back to our flights, Jake said, are from Gatwick. We have booked the #1 lounge at Gatwick for, I think we can get in there from 11 o'clock or something.
Okay, yeah. Our flight's at 2:30.
But we just thought with Blake, we need a calm place for him to be able to just chill out before the flight. Because the kid...
He's a live wire.
Yeah, and round Gatwick it's just going to be crazy. So we've booked this lounge. We got... blue light discount, I think.
I think we did get blue light discount.
Blue light discount with it. So if you've got a blue light discount card, then I would definitely look at that. With that #1 lounge, there was the option to do like priority security. So it's just a different queue to get in for security. So we've opted for that as well. And I think that was £5 each.
Yeah.
So we'll let you know if it's worth it, or if not. And then obviously while we're there, Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party starts to come into effect. They haven't released the official dates, but it's sort of around the middle of August, I think it starts. So we will be there for that, and we are questioning whether we're going to do it.
Because all the Halloween stuff in Orlando starts August in Disney, doesn't it? And September-ish in Universal. So it is going to be a thing. We did it before. We really enjoyed it, but it's very expensive for a night.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens when they release the days. I mean, we have booked all of our Disney days already. We did a video, I think, in the past of how to book that. I'll link it in below if you guys don't know how to do it. But we booked all of those just like provisionally, just to make sure we've got days in the parks. But as we get closer to the time and they release extra magic hours and the dates of Mickey's Not So Scary, we'll definitely move some dates around just to make sure that if we're not attending Mickey's Not So Scary, we can go in the park on that day, because normally those days are really, really quiet, aren't they? In Magic Kingdom, so we can just try and utilise those different crowd levels and yeah, just
see how we get
work it to our advantage, really. So we're gonna try that. I might do Halloween Horror Nights. I might do. They've released the dates already, and we will be there for the opening weekend. So in theory, I could do it on opening night.
I think Jake should do it.
I would love. I've always wanted to do it. I think it would be amazing. But the only issue I've got is that it's a lot of money. If I'm going to do one night, I need to get an express pass to make sure I can get into all the houses and see everything I can. But I think normal admission is $100, and then the express pass itself is like $179. So you're talking $280 basically for one night. So I don't know if it's. I'm sure it'd be worth it, but do you want to spend out that much money? I don't know. Well, when we're sitting here thinking, oh, is Mickey's Not So Scary value for money? Is it worth spending that on Halloween Horror Nights for me? I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see, nearest to the time. Yeah, but that is something that we've considered, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, we were going to talk about some of our concerns, weren't we?
Yeah, because we do have a few reservations about our trip. I think whenever you go to Disney, you have to weigh up pros and cons. So we've got some cons, haven't we?
We're going in August. It's going to be hot.
Real hot.
I've
been in August twice before, and I remember it being hotter than the sun. Well, all I really remember is just feeling properly quite drained, and the air was just so hot. Like it was really difficult. And
You're really selling it to me now. We've booked it.
But this is it. But it felt like that in this country, didn't it? Last summer, it felt like that here. The only problem was here there was no aircon.
I was
there was
so
no
angry.
reprieve at all.
I was so angry last year.
I was so wound up.
The thing is, the kids were annoyed. They wanted to do stuff, and it was costing us like £100 a day to go and do these fun activities. Like, yeah, you can go and feed the ducks. Yeah, you can go and do McDonald's. You can do these, and that's exactly what I did last year. I literally took them on the train, McDonald's. I took them to the Pitt Rivers Museum, and we did lots of. But it's not Disney, is it?
It's not the same. Whereas here, or in Disney, sorry, everywhere's got air conditioning. Even the hotel room's got air conditioning.
Pools.
You don't have that here. You've got pools. We've got access to all those water parks. Like,
it's a no-brainer.
It's going to be hot, but at the same time, our kids are really good at drinking water. They drink water all the time. They're not fussy about drinking fizzy drinks or anything. So as long as we've got an endless supply of water, they will drink it. So yeah, the heat is a bit of a concern, but I think that we have just got to be sensible, like everyone. Yeah,
and crowd levels that first couple of weeks that we're there, I think is going to be. I think we have to get them. So I'm in the mindset of go to Disney, get up at silly o'clock, get to rope drop, go all day in Disney, and finish at the fireworks at 11 o'clock at night. Now, I have got to take a big step back this time because Blake is not going to cope with that sort of regime, is he? He just is not going to cope with that.
I think he'll do a get up early, and we'll go to the parks. It'll be so hot that it might be the case that he'll want to go for a swim in the afternoon. So we can head back, go for a swim, and then do what we need to in the afternoon. And I think it's going to be one of those trips where we just let the kids take the lead. It's going to be really hard, isn't it? We're really annoying Disney adults. We want to do things by the book, but I just think, you know what, the kids, we're there for 4 weeks.
Yeah.
So let's just space it out. Let's just relax and have fun. Obviously, we've got things we want to do, like top of the lists, but
if it gets done, it gets done, and we go again, don't we? We've got how many years? 42 years or something of Disney. So with our DVC. The other thing that was concerning me, and I definitely have anxiety about it, is Blake on a plane for 9 hours. Blake definitely likes to move around and gets very bored easily, doesn't he? And easily distracted. And if the seatbelt signs come on, it's going to be an interesting one. But he's recently had an operation and had his tonsils and adenoids out. And he's recovered really well from that, and actually we've seen a massive difference in his behaviour already, haven't we?
Yeah,
and his sleeping and his ability to sleep. He's just so much more settled. So that is a plus. But I think every parent worries about taking their child on a plane for the first time, and I just don't want to annoy anybody on the plane. That's the other thing. I don't want to annoy other people.
So that's the British mentality, isn't it?
Yeah.
We just want to be polite, but at the same time, he's a kid, he's 4 years old.
So if anybody has got any tips or tricks for helping Blake on the plane, if you've seen something that you think's really good to buy that would keep him occupied, let me know in the comments, because anything helps. That would be great.
Yeah, please do.
So lastly, what are we most looking forward to?
Yeah, and what we wish was different from when we went in 2016.
So I'm looking forward to seeing Happily Ever After, because we've never seen it.
We have never seen it, no. I think in 2016 it wasn't quite there yet, was it?
No, it was Wishes.
It was Wishes. And yeah, we haven't seen that. And everyone says it's the best fireworks show ever. So let's see if it's true.
Yeah, and looking forward to looking at all the merch for Disney 100 and seeing what they're doing at Epcot, because there's going to be different themes each month. And we're there when I believe it's Princesses and then Marvel. I think it's the August and September.
Okay.
So I'm looking forward to that.
I am most looking forward to Galaxy's Edge, because again, Star Wars wasn't there when we were there. Only Star Tours and the bits around.
Or Toy Story Land. Or
Toy Story Land. Or Pandora. Animal Kingdom. None of that was there. So we've got so much to see. But I think definitely Rise of the Resistance and Guardians of the Galaxy, that's pretty much top of the list too. Tron, Tron, yeah.
Tron, yeah.
There's so much. We're so looking forward
It's like
to
going
all
for the
of this
first
stuff.
time.
It's great. Disney's a gift that keeps giving.
It is. It is.
That keeps
I think
giving.
we just, the only thing that we are a bit like, oh, I wish they'd change, is the parade. The Festival of Fantasy parade at Magic Kingdom. It has had its day, surely.
It is a good parade, don't be wrong, but it's been going for like a decade now, surely.
Yeah, it has.
Because it was there way before we went in 2016. So
It is knocking on the door for a decade. It needs to be changed, and I think that we have been spoiled with Disneyland Paris. If I'm
yeah,
honest.
we have. I mean, their main parade has been there for quite some time, but their really cool
Dream It, something.
Dream Bigger, Shine Brighter parade
There is.
is amazing. It's more of a show than a parade, but it's brilliant. And I think that Disney should have by now replaced Festival of Fantasy. I thought that was their plan anyway with those new floats that they built. I think they've got that parade in California. I can't remember what it's called, but I thought they were bringing that to Florida, but where is it?
Still the
Come
same.
on.
I mean, Blake's never seen it, so it's going to be great for him, and he loves a parade. So he is going to love Festival of Fantasy. But in the same breath, we can use that to our advantage, because we don't need to sit down Main Street waiting for a spot to watch it. We can go and actually go on some of the rides.
Oh yeah, 100%, which would be good. So that we wish would change. I really hope that they get all the Epcot changes done by August. I don't think they're going to. I think they said end of 2023. So I don't think it'll be done. But all that stuff around Epcot has been under construction for, way before lockdown, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So
But I'm hoping that I have this theory that Moana's going to be ready, and that we will get to go around it for a soft opening, sort of towards the start of September. They've got the water running there now, so anything could happen.
Anything could happen.
But
Anything
yeah,
could happen.
so that in all is our plans for the trip. I'm going to do I had an idea about doing a video, didn't I, coming up soon, for what we're taking to Florida. I've bought some shoes, some sandals, some different things that I thought, that'll make a video. We can make a video with that. You might not be interested, but I'm going to do it anyway.
They'll be interested. Everyone needs to know what's going in other people's Florida bags. Disney people are a certain breed, and we have to know.
Yeah. So with that, are we done?
I think we're done, yeah.
So there you go, guys. You now know what the big trip reveal is, and it is coming sooner than you think.
Coming soon. So stay tuned. Hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell, because we will be doing more videos coming up to the trip.
We promise.
We promise, because we are preparing, and yeah, everyone loves a pre-Disney run around to buy and pack. So,
yeah. So stay tuned.
Stay tuned. We'll see you soon.
See you soon. Bye.
Bye. So, this is some bonus content. I don't know which video I'm going to put this into, but it's going in somewhere. I'm just sat here editing a trip announcement video, and this one over here, sat in a chair, turns to me and says, actually, do you want to repeat what you just said?
Well, you don't even know half of it yet.
What did you say?
I said, I've just been onto the Disneyland Paris website.
Yeah.
And I'm pricing up 4 nights at Disneyland Paris for Halloween.
So we've not even been to Florida yet. We're spending a butt ton on Florida.
Right,
We will spend a butt ton because we're saving money.
Yeah.
And this one is already pricing up Disneyland Paris. Do other Disney families go through this, or is it just me? Will I constantly be broke because of Disney?
Yeah, you will.
Alright,
So-
go on then. What have you found? Here we go. Ready for the gold.
It's
Here's the
3
gold.
nights,
Yep.
4 days park tickets,
Okay.
with breakfast and dinner,
Okay.
half board, €2,545.
Staying where?
Cheyenne.
Well, it's not too bad. For that, I suppose.
Because they're not doing this.
Any normal holiday, that'd be expensive. But to Disney, that's not too bad. What could we get going somewhere else for £2,500? That's not Disney.
No, euros. I'm going to convert
Euros
it now.
even. Sorry, euros, sorry.
I'm going to convert
What,
it now.
like £2,000?
Hold on. Because this is the hack, I'm doing it on the French website, so it's bound to be cheaper.
It's a hack. It's a hack.
£2,244 with food.
2,044.
Yeah, £2,244.
Why are you smiling? Why are you doing it to me?
I'll report back to see what the British version of Disneyland Paris website looks like. I bet it's cheaper. I bet you I've got myself a deal.
What is life? Will I ever have money? So what's the British price? Go on. On the English website.
The English website is for the same package. So it's £2,312.58.
Okay.
And on the French site, it's £2,244.60.
So the French site is cheaper.
It is cheaper.
Just under 100 quid, but still cheaper. Either
70
way,
quid? 70 quid cheaper.
Either way, we're not booking anything. Don't smile. Why do you think it's a good idea?
Just think how happy our followers will be.
So let's get this straight. So we come back from Walt Disney World in Florida for 4 weeks.
Yeah, but we're going to need
For
it.
4 weeks at the start of September, and you're already thinking October half term, so a month and a half later, to the DLP.
Yeah. I might look at Christmas then.